Alright guys, let's keep going here. Alright, so it says test your intern's access. The new intern is going to be stoked to receive their keys to the next work AWS account. Well done. Before we pass them their login credentials, let's test the intern's IAM users access first. The way that we can make sure that they have the right access to our development instance. To our development instance and not the production instance. Okay, so in this step, get ready to log into AWS using the intern's IAM user. Test the intern's access to your production and development instance. Then copy the console signing URL into your window, and okay. So let me grab of course, the username. And let me open here my notepad. So I'm gonna put it right here, and let me get the password as well. All right, and we'll get this too as well. So what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and open a new incognito. We'll go here. This is going to be our username, and this is going to be the intern's password. Okay, so before we sign in, what else does it say we gotta do? Okay, so let's log in. Welcome to your this is the but this time as the dev user that you've created for yourself. Okay, so as the new user, the AWS console will treat you as someone that is starting from zero. Again, awesome. For the new team member, you'll be given this user too. As a new user, you notice that some of your dashboard panels are showing access denied already. What did you observe in your new? Okay, so let's take a look. So let's go ahead and sign in. Right, so it's going as if this was the first time that we're accessing the console, and we're already seeing that we have denied access to pretty much everything. Right, so the first thing is that we are not able to create applications. We cannot mess with the cost and usage of these different virtual machines or different resources that we may find in AWS. We can also mess with the security settings. Okay, I mean, that's to expect, right? And once I open here this menu, I don't see that I have access to the resources that I would normally see on my regular account, right? Okay, so it looks like it is very limited, so it is working as expected. So let's go ahead and answer this question. Once I logged in as my IAM user, I noticed that I was denied access to different resources. This was because the custom policy was applied to the user group. It was not applied to the particular user. It was applied to the group which the user was a part of or a member of, right? I am a member of. Okay. Make sure you're signed in the same region as the one you were deployed. Okay, so am I on the same region? Let's check it out. Yes, I am on the same region. Okay, I'm in the same region. Okay, so at the top of your page, an angry looking banner tells us we failed to stop this instance. The banner tells us it's because we're not authorized. We don't have permissions. Okay, so we didn't actually try to stop it. So my applications or my services, EC2. So let's take a look at our instances and let's see if we attempt to stop it. It let us stop it. The banner tells us it's because we're not authorized. We don't have permission to stop any instance with the production tag. And I think I stopped the developments, right? Yeah, so that's why. So let me actually, let's go ahead and start it back up. Okay, so if we go here and we attempt to stop this one, it's supposed to not let us. Okay, there we go. So it's because we don't have, you are not authorized. Great, so that's good. Okay, so take a screenshot. Okay, so let's take a screenshot really quick. We'll do save as error. Okay, so we'll go back here. What happened when you tried to stop the production instance? When I tried to stop the production instance, it did not allow me to do it. This was because the policy explicitly prevents me from performing this task, right? Okay, so now it says, now let's try it and stop the okay, so that let us do it, right? So if we go back here and let's go back to our instances, which we already have here, never mind. So if we go here, we'll start it once again. So what was the action you performed on your two? Okay, I tested my JSON IAM policy by attempting to stop the production instance. This was not allowed because I am not an authorized user, right? What happened when you tried to stop the development instance? Next, when I tried to stop the development instance, it allowed me to do so because the policy that was applied to the group I am a member of allows it. So they want us to go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Instance. I think this project went fairly smooth. smoothly because I didn't feel like I got stuck with anything. But it was good. Right, so it looks like we've completed the project. Again, this is an extra, part that you can do if you have the paid version. So here's just telling us, that we did it. So AWS. So what we learned, right, is stands for Identity Access Management. Is useful because from here we can set up users, groups, and groups with different permissions and access to AWS resources. Does that make sense? How do you use I used AWS IAM by creating a new policy and applied it to a new user's profile. The user's profile. This user was part of a user group. Okay, what is one thing you didn't expect in this project? What didn't we expect, guys? Actually, I thought that you could have two different services. What didn't I expect? I think I would expected everything. Oh, I guess we didn't expect. I didn't expect the alias. I didn't know that was a thing. I did not expect creating an alias for easier access to AWS management or console management, right? How much time did this project take you? So it took us about, so we did a 30-40 minutes, so maybe an hour and a half. It took me about an hour and 30 minutes to complete. Right? Now, if I didn't do the video, it probably took me a lot less than that, but that's besides the point. All right, so before we go, right, the last thing we're gonna do is just delete our resources. Okay, so we'll go ahead and delete those, and we'll delete the policy as well. Okay, all right, so we'll do that, but this is what I wanted to show you guys last time, right? So again, what did we do? We launched two different EC2 instances. We created a tag for each instance so that we can identify them. We set up an IAM policy, that the policy gave access to the development instance with a certain permissions. And then we also created a user. We added it to the appropriate user group with the necessary permissions, which is the policy that we created, and we just tested it and make sure it works. So then you can click here, complete it, and while it loads, let's go ahead and I'll close this right here. Actually, we can just do sign out. Okay, so close this, and then let's go here to, is actually within here we can go to our policies, and let's go ahead and find that policy, and let's download this too. And this was called security IAM security T. Okay, so what was that called, guys? What was the policy called? Okay, so we'll go here and we'll look for it. We are going to delete delete. Okay, so now let's go to EC2 and we'll check out our instances. I don't think they need to be stopped before we can delete, but let's see. Instance state terminate. Okay, let's terminate them both. Yes, terminate them. All right, so it looks like we've successfully terminated both instances. So that's all, guys. We're done with the project. Again, if you complete all the comments and add all the screenshots, you'll be able to download here a PDF that will explain everything that you've gone through, that we've gone through with all the attachments. And that's all, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will guys see you on another project very soon, and let me know what you think of the project. Was it something that you were interested about? Did you learn something new? I would like to know. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.